This is spiritual exercise entitled It Don't Look Like Nothing Fall on Them. But me, boy, it is easy. I mean, it is real easy, especially when we are caught up in the midst of the trials and tribulation to look over to the left or the right and see others and how they are walking in their life and begin to judge their easy go living and look at our life and see all the chaos and turmoil. It is easy to say how others seem to be having all of the luck, all of the blessings, all of the miraculous things of the world. It seems how others are getting fat, how others are driving the best of the best, how others are never getting sick, how others are never fussing or fighting, how others are eating the best of the best, how others are having great big fat pockets, how others are holding hands and smiling at one another, how others are never ever getting a bad bill, how others are able to do whatever they want to do, go wherever they want to go, and acting all the way perfect all the time. But with you and I, it's always a struggle. It is always a difficult time. It is always a bad report. It is always somebody doing something against us. It's always somebody pointing their finger. Always somebody coming in the back door, pushing us down, stabbing us in the back. Always somebody in our business, always somebody tearing us down, always somebody got their feet upon our neck, always somebody at our job, somebody always trying to get our position, somebody always disrupting our ministry, somebody always putting obstacles in our way, somebody always digging a ditch or a trap for us. We always hurting. We always hurting in ways in different areas. It's always somebody close to us, always setting us up. It is always somebody trying to pull us away from the things that we want to do. It is always a situation falling from the sky upon us. It is always what we dependent on being taken away from us. It is always every time we look up, there's something extra in the mailbox. We just don't understand how come it's always us and never nobody else. When we look to the right, they always smiling, they always joyful, they always happy, they always sitting in calmness and in nothing going wrong. They always bellies are full. They always getting bigger. They always dressing better. They always going to the mall. They always going to the movies. They always catching a plane somewhere. When we look to the left, they always jumping around. They always smiling. They always going out to dinner. They always going and doing the things that they do. But for mine and me, it's always tears. It's always an aspirin. It's always a cane. It's always a walker. It's always a wheelchair. It's always somebody pointing fingers. It's always somebody backbiting. So why? Why? I just want to know. Why? And then we hear the words, quit comparing. Because you see, for the little time you see him, it's always pretending. Because see, the times that you don't see him, You don't hear the fussing, the fighting. See, you don't get close enough to them that you don't see the covering up of the black eyes. You don't understand that the bigger that they get, it's not from the eating of the food, it's from the swelling up of the different ailments and illnesses that's going on the inside. See, you don't understand that the most slippery slope is the prosperity without Christ Jesus. You see, prosperity without Christ Jesus is a very slippery slope. Because, see, the enemy keeps you blinded when you don't have Christ Jesus because he gives you the riches of the world. The Bible tells a story about a man that had so much, and then God told him, "You fool, don't you know that this night your soul will be required of you?" You see, it makes no difference on what they look like on the outside because when the doors close on the inside, you don't hear about the fighting and the beating. See, you don't hear how the woman is sleeping in the closet because her husband don't allow her to come outside no more. You don't hear how that the kids are being terrorized in the house. You don't hear about they can't eat but until the man tells them to. See, you don't hear about all the destructive behavior, but you know that you have a home in heaven. You have a little trials and a few tribulations. You have some aches and some pains, but you know that there's a home waiting for you, that you're only passing through this old place, that God is with you. It's okay. Remember, don't try to compare. Embrace because Christ is with you even unto the ends of the world. This is our prayer, our spiritual exercise.